Hello Scorpio, this is a timeless reading for you, and I just read for Pisces, and Pisces reading was extremely deeply happy and positive. Your cards look a little bit different, but don't worry, it's not negative. But yours is more like a life lesson, but it's a life lesson, not one of those super horrible ones. But there is some kind of disillusionment here. We have the disillusionment card. I feel like this is something you have been working on for quite a while and it hasn't worked out. Like it didn't bear any fruits. We have the barrenness card, like there was no proper growth, only a very, very small kind of growth. And on one hand, you will realize that this is due to maybe unconsciously you tried to imitate someone's way of working, someone's way of talking, moving, I don't know. Sometimes we do that. Or you try to imagine that you will achieve something just the way someone else achieved this specific thing that you wanted. And now you realize maybe what you wanted isn't wrong, but maybe the way or your attitude was wrong. Or maybe the way you tried to work yourself towards this goal was maybe not wrong, but it was just not the right way for you. There is something about imitating someone else's path, someone else's behavior or actions, and this is not negative, it's just a realization, it's a disillusionment, like something will not work out as long as you try to pretend to be like someone else or you copy someone's actions. There is also something about the other way around. I feel like there's someone around you who is imitating or copying you, and this is also something that unconsciously held you back from moving forward, from inner self-development. Like someone around you made you be stuck in a life phase that you have actually already grown out of, and you felt like you wanted to move forward. You felt like you wanted to improve yourself, to become older and wiser, to move on to a new phase in your life. But whatever you tried, you couldn't move on. And maybe this person wasn't obviously doing that on purpose, but you will realize soon that energetically there is someone in your environment who at first sight appears to be neutral or normal or just friendly in some way. Maybe it's a polite person. But you will realize that they are the ones. Actually, I don't exactly understand here in your reading how it's working. I'm just seeing that there is someone around you who is in a certain way imitating you, and for some reason that makes you be energetically stuck somewhere. And because that sounds so irrational somehow, that might also be the reason why you couldn't figure it out, why you underestimated that person, thinking, why would my misfortune have something to do with this person? This person isn't doing something terrible to me. But the more you look at this person, the more you will figure out like they are imitating you, they are copying you. And if someone is doing that all the time, for a long time, at one point it will start like they are stealing your personality, they are stealing your character, it's some kind of theft. And then you will realize, like spiritually, what this actually means, that someone is spiritually stealing your energy or stealing your being somehow, your essence, by imitating you. I know at first, I can't say at first sight, at first here, it sounds a little bit over dramatic, but maybe this is something that you will figure out in the next few days or weeks. If you don't know yet who this person is, and you might think that what I'm saying sounds a little bit weird, maybe you will figure it out in the future. that someone is imitating you, and by that they are stealing spiritual energy, and that makes you be stuck somewhere. Acceptance. This is your energy. I said in the very beginning, like, this is not a negative reading. There is disillusionment and acceptance. By the time you have that realization, you will not suffer horribly. You will not regret that you haven't figured it out earlier. And now, because you ignored someone or someone's behavior, it is your own fault that you were stuck in a situation for so long and you wasted so much time. You know, all this blah, blah, blah that we sometimes then... we start to blame ourselves and we go into some kind of regret, but this will not happen to you. Immediately when you have this disillusionment, you will feel relief and you will immediately accept it and move on and feel this freedom to finally work again on something in your way without you copying someone or someone copying you. With the irresponsibility card, actually I'm not sure yet. It is right below the Imitation card. I feel after you have moved on, this topic will come up again. Like here in the first row, you will start to realize something. Then you have your realization, move on, be happy, accept everything, feel free to try something again. And as you are doing that, you will look back at it again and go through a second phase of disillusionment, a second realization that is even deeper than the previous one. It might also be very huge that you are not only seeing this behavior pattern in one person, but suddenly you will start to realize that a lot of people are living this way. And a lot of people are doing this to each other. Oh, there's also something about toxic group dynamics. Even though in this card, like, imitation is not being portrayed as something negative. I mean, these little ducklings, they have to follow their mother. They have to imitate their mother, so that's the way they learn. That's the way they become fit for survival on one hand. But on the other hand, as they grow older, they also have to start to... they still have to remember what they learned and imitated from their mother, but they also have to make their own experiences. So after a certain time, it will become a mixture of that. But in your reading, it is really not about this positive or neutral kind of imitation. It is, especially with the irresponsibility card, there is something about toxic group patterns. Here in this card we have a mother cheating on the baby father. I don't know if you can see it, the quality is not very good. This guy has lover printed on his shirt. So he's her lover. And the baby is almost rolling down the abyss here. And this is the one trying to help. This is the one trying to scream at the mother, please take care of your child. So you could be that person always trying to fix situations for people who are utterly irresponsible. There's something about this coming up here, but you will realize this pattern after you left a certain situation and you are safe, you are with yourself. You already had your first disillusionment, now the second one, the deeper one, is coming also, and afterwards you will experience a lot of order. Some of you maybe even literally, maybe you will even feel like it will help you to clean your apartment, to clean your house, to, I don't know, maybe even move away, to restructure something at work even, or to bring order into your paperwork, there's just something that will feel very soothing for you by bringing order into several situations. And of course, it is not only about this kind of external order, like having a tidy house or bringing order into your papers, but bringing order into your own system, into yourself, into your emotions, into your thoughts, and also into your social relationships. And most of all, I'm suddenly getting it's about discernment. That this order card actually represents some kind of energetic cleansing, also some kind of energetic wall, not a negative wall to be closed, and not vulnerable, but just a discernment, recognizing who someone is, who's good for you, who's not so good for you, and then sorting their energies out. If people, sometimes strangers, they like to provoke us. Some people are like that. You don't do anything wrong. You just exist, and someone suddenly comes towards you calling your name or doing something stupid to you. And then we get triggered, or we start to think about this situation a lot, wondering why someone is this way. But as soon as you do that, this is an energetic trap. Some people, they are not aware of that, but they just like doing that because that's how they drain energy from people. And there's something here in this order card about this spiritual energy, like keeping this in order, managing your own energies so that other people cannot drain you by saying certain things or doing certain things towards you. Then at the bottom of the deck we have poverty. So if this is an issue for yourself, it does not mean it has to be financial poverty. It could also be like being in some kind of lack elsewhere in your life, or feeling like there's some kind of lack. If there is a job or social situation that you left behind due to this tension there, you might feel like suddenly something is taken away from your life. You might feel a lack in your life. Or this is something that is part of your realization that you actually used to feel poor, or you used to feel a certain lack in your life due to being around this person. And now that you are away from it, it actually is improving. We also have the card Right Path here and Joy. So as I said already, it's not a negative reading. It is a positive reading, but it is a life lesson reading. It's not like something positive is falling into your lap here. It's like first having to realize something and then achieving this inner acceptance that will make you feel very free and very stable, very inspired. And then achieving this kind of really thick, profound, energetic order within yourself. This is very important. And it becomes very hard for people to provoke you and to drain energy from you if you have firmly developed this inside of yourself. So I also feel like this is something you are leaving behind, feeling like a beggar. And as I am saying it again, it does not, you do not have to apply it to money. You could be super rich and still feel like a beggar emotionally, that you, I don't know, in social situations with your friends or with your partner, you feel like you always have to beg for something. But this is over now. You are on the right path. I feel like you have Yes, by imitating someone and someone imitating you in this situation, it's like you lost track because you followed the wrong person, you followed the wrong mindset, you followed the wrong group, I don't know, whatever you followed. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't even have to be who. It could also be an ideology that you've been following and you're just realizing it completely put you on a wrong path. But there is nothing about regret here. There's nothing negative. You will just have a quick realization and it will immediately bring relief and take you on the right path. There is nothing lost for you. Nothing is wasted, nothing is lost. Joy explains itself. I'm gonna pull some lifestyle and health cards for you as well. Baking, doctor. I will not interpret these cards for you. You can just interpret them for yourself. Poop, timing. A lot of signs have the poop card. Maybe many people are having issues with their digestion at the moment. Then we have therapy, travel, lemon, and the last one is iron or blood. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.